I think from what we saw today, obviously, which is fundamentally across the globe, and that is the upfront cost and reducing the number of units, because they've had such a vast experience with small convenience footprint stores. The adaptation of a European style rack systems, or for small to medium, will be well adopted here, and this is only the first phase of it, with other additional benefits in features and functionality that transcritical booster packs can offer. So I think it won't be a hard transition, because they've already been used to with the smaller systems with convenience, but I think it'll do quite well. It all came about, obviously last year CAREL Japan was formed with a partnership with Shibata Welding Company. They visited Chilventa and they showed an interest about CO2, and so CAREL, in partnership with Shibata, came up and did the analysis and the costing exercise and saw that it was a great technology which is being fast-tracked in Europe, that could be well suited for the Japanese market, and we're happy to be able to supply the technical components to make the transition to the energy efficient systems in CO2 what we've seen today. Yes, so the system was up and running August last year, and it's been running till today, and so far the tests have all been concluded and the data will be available at the next Sheco event very shortly. But the product is ready for market, so in terms, it was just to get an understanding of the characteristics of CO2, but all came out very, very positive, and any further more efficiency gains to be added. Obviously, like I said, is reducing the cost, the capital cost, and that is by having a smaller, as we say, per se, fundamental unit, which can accommodate, rather, if we overlay the same type of capacities, maybe 2 or 3 units. So the capacity, the footprint would suit Japan very easily, and then it's just an adaptation of different size compressors to match the capacities. So I think it'll work quite well, and again, with the additional benefits you can get from the heat reclaim functionality, and then some other benefits to combat high ambient conditions, yeah, it'll prove very, very well in the Japanese market. I think that does support the initiative, because ultimately companies want to invest in the right technologies, but they also need the backing of the retailers and the governments to make the decision of exactly which direction which path they're taking. And I think with what's happening with F-gas in Europe, and CO2 has evolved in the last 5 years dramatically, and I think, yes, it'll certainly come in alignment here in Japan. Yeah, that's an interesting one, because in Europe we've been focused on supermarkets. We've kind of forgotten about the smaller forecourts. Here in Japan they've actually done vice versa. They've concentrated on it because of the footprint of the stores. But yeah, I think what I got out of it today is it'll be an easy transition to move fully to transcritical CO2 in Japan. It's not a technology that is totally unknown. The technology evolution is far superior than what it was 5 years ago. There's readily amount of products available, and it's really just up to the decision makers. And I suppose with F-gas, what's happening in Europe, that's really driving and enforcing this.